Hey, boys and girls, you're watching Creative Clubhouse. I'm Miss Rebecca, and right here with me is another good friend of ours, Miss Mary Ellen Cosgrove. And Miss Cosgrove, it's good to have you with us. Let's give her a hand.
Hi, boys and girls. How are you today?
Great.
Great. I've been enjoying this show so far. I have a couple questions for you. Raise your hand if you have any brothers and sisters. You all do. This is terrific. You too, Miss Rebecca.
How about that?
This is great. Do those brothers and sisters sometimes do things or say things that make you feel badly? Mine too. But of course, you never do or say anything to your brothers and sisters that make them feel bad. No. Sometimes, if your brothers and sisters do things that makes you think your parents like them just a little bit more than they like you, sometimes you know your parents like you because you believe in yourself. Well, today, boys and girls, I have a story about a boy and a girl, a brother and a sister, just like you. Too bad they couldn't be on the program, but I brought the book. The name of the story is A Pain in the Great One. Do you think that's their real names? No, that's just what they call each other. And the great one is the sister. Doesn't she kind of look like she thinks she's so great? And the pain is what she calls the little brother. And each thinks that the mother and father like them better. Now, tell the story because it's told from two different points of view. I brought my hats along. The first part of the story is going to be told by, who do you think? The great one. You got it. Oh, you're listening. And she's going to be talking about her brother, the pain. That's right. My brother's a pain. He won't get out of bed in the morning. Mommy has to carry him into the kitchen. He opens his eyes when he smells the cornflakes. I didn't know they smelled. He should get dressed by himself. He's 6. He's in the 1st grade, but he's so pokey. And Daddy has to help him, or he'd never be in time, and he'd miss the bus. And he cries if I leave for school without him. Then Mom gets mad at me and yells, which is another reason why I think my brother is a pain. He's got to be the first to show Mom his schoolwork. She says, ooh, and ah, for his pictures, which is just ordinary 1st grade stuff. At dinner, he picks at his food. He's not supposed to get dessert unless he eats his meat, but they always give him dessert anyhow. When he takes a bath, my brother powders the whole bathroom, and he never gets his face clean. Look how dirty it is. And Daddy says he's learning to take care of himself. I say he's a slob. My brother, the pain, is 2 years younger than me. So how come he gets to stay up later than I do? Do you have that problem too? Yes. And you know, it's really not that late either for a 3rd grader like me. So I asked Mom and Dad about it, and they said, you know, you're right. You are older. You should get to stay up later. So they tucked the pain into bed. I couldn't wait for the fun to begin. I waited and waited and waited, but nothing happened. Daddy and Mom just sat there reading books. Finally, I shouted, I'm going to bed. We thought you wanted to stay up later, they said. Well, I did, but without the pain, there's nothing to do. You ever said that? Well, remember that tomorrow, Mom said. And she smiled. But the next day, my brother was a pain again. When I got a phone call, he danced all around me, singing songs at the top of his lungs. Why does he always have to do that? And why does he always want to be a garbage man when I build a city out of blocks? Who needs him knocking down my buildings with his old trucks? And I would really like to know why the cat sleeps on the pain's bed instead of mine, especially since I'm the one who feeds her. That's the meanest thing of all. I just don't understand how Mom can say the pain is so lovable. She's always kissing him and hugging him and doing disgusting things like that. And Daddy says the pain is just what they always wanted. Ugh. I think they love him better than me. Do you think the parents love him better? You don't. Yeah. Let's listen to see what the pain says. And I'll change hats. Now I'm going to be the brother. And he's going to be talking about the sister. My sister thinks she's so great just because she's older, which makes Daddy and Mom think she's really smart. But I know the truth. She's not. She thinks she's so great just because she could play the piano, and you can tell the songs are real ones. But I like my songs better, even if nobody's ever heard them before. My sister thinks she's so great just because she can work the can opener, which means she gets to feed the cat, which means the cat probably likes her better than me. My sister thinks she's so great just because Aunt Diana lets her watch the baby and tells her how much the baby likes her. And all the time the baby is sleeping in my dresser drawer, which Mom has fixed up like a bed for when the baby comes to visit. And I'm not supposed to touch him, even if he's in my drawer and gets changed in my bed. My sister thinks she's so great just because she can remember phone numbers. And when she dials, she never gets the wrong person. And when she has friends over, they build whole cities out of blocks. But I like to be the garbage man, so I zoom my trucks all around. So what if I do knock down a few buildings? It's not fair that she always gets to use the blocks, I told Daddy and Mommy. And they said, you know, you're right. Today you may use the blocks all by yourself. I'm going to build a whole city without you, I told the great one. Go ahead, she said. Go build a whole state without me, see if I care. So I did. I built a whole country all by myself. You know, though, it's not too much fun to play with blocks all by yourself. Because when I zoom my trucks around and knock those buildings down, nobody cares. Remember that tomorrow, Mom said, when I told her that I was through playing with the blocks. But the next day we went swimming. I can't stand my sister when we go swimming. And I know one of you are swimmers, aren't you? I heard you say that before. And just like the sister, I'm sure you can put your face in the water. But I can't. She calls me baby, so I spit at her, and I pull my hair. And then Mommy and Daddy holler at me, but it's not my fault. And then they hug my sister, and they mess her hair, and they do disgusting things. I think they love her better than me.
What a great story. Let's give her a quick hand. Mrs. Cuffley from Armstrong State College. And I think that they both thought that the other one liked them better, didn't they? But that wasn't true, was it?
But they believed in themselves.
They believed in themselves, and that's what's important. Boys and girls, we're going to be right back with CC Turtle. Stay with us after this break.